Welcome back, lovies. I am Nyx, your intuitive coach and energy alignment mentor, and this is your weekly energy update where we track what's moving through the collective field so you can move with it instead of against it. Now, before we get into it, let's address something that's most likely going to come up time and time again this week if it hasn't already, and that is the Lionsgate portal. Every year around August 8th, the spiritual community gets really loud about the Lionsgate, and I had a genuine question about it. Is this actually a portal or is it just hype? So I looked into it and I'm going to share with you what I learned. Now, the Lionsgate is not just a numerological thing. The foundation is astronomical. It is rooted in the heliacal rising of the star Sirius, the brightest star in the sky, which the ancient Egyptians tracked meticulously because its reappearance coincided with the flooding of the Nile. Now, Sirius was considered a spiritual sun, a conduit for wisdom, abundance, and higher frequency. Now, the full portal window opened up around July 26th and it closes August 12th. And the peak of it being August 8th is significant because that's when the sun reaches 15 degrees in Leo, the exact midpoint of that sign, and the Sirius alignment is most precise. Now, here's what makes 2026 generally different. The Lionsgate window is stacking on top of Jupiter newly in Leo, the lunar nodes freshly shifted into Leo and Aquarius, and a total solar eclipse in Leo arriving on August 12th, the day the portal closes. This is not your regular annual hype. This is a genuine convergence of extraordinary cosmic events, and the numerology of this year adds another layer. 8-8 in the 8th month, with the date calculation of 8 plus 8 plus 2 plus 0 plus 2 plus 6, reducing down to 8. 3-8 specific to the Lionsgate date. This is not the universal year number. We are in a universal year 1, but this specific date and this specific year carries that 888 frequency behind it, and that matters. Now, we've got 3 transits that are also shaping this week. Specifically, Venus enters Libra on the 6th, coming home to her own sign. That's about grace, harmony, and ease arriving in relationships and finances after weeks of intensity. Also on the 6th, the sun in Leo trine Saturn retrograde in Aries. So that's creative fire meeting long-term discipline. And then on the 8th, the Lionsgate peaks, the most potent day of the window for intention setting, manifestation work, and calling in what you're already aligned to. And then just ahead, like I mentioned last week, we've got the total solar eclipse in Leo on August 12th. We'll get into that fully next week, but the threshold energy is already building. Now, that's what the transits had to say. The cards are talking, so let's see what they have to say. Now, each week we move through 4 cards. The first card gives us the energy of the week. The second card tells us what's being asked of us. The third highlights the energy center calling for our attention. And the fourth shows us how to tie it and integrate it all together. So let's get into it. First card up, we've got Cowrie Shells, which is about abundance, and this is card numero 25. So, in African and Aphrodite work traditions, cowrie shells symbolize wealth, fertility, and protection, female power, and new life. The ability to push away negative energy and bad luck, okay? They are sacred. They carry deep ancestral medicine, and they arrive this week as the symbol of abundance. But abundance is not just money. It's not just diamonds or shiny new things or a luxury life that you can show off, okay? Abundance is connection. It's a breakthrough in your own healing. It's a project finally beginning or concluding. It's a moment of warmth and light after a long period of cold and dark. And this week, that abundance energy is in the air, but it's being challenged. The field is carrying 2 different experiences. I'm going to do my best to speak to both of them. For some of you, your belief in abundance is being tested right now. You've been taking the steps. You've been doing the meditations, the breath work, the journaling, the affirmations, taking aligned action, and you started to feel it. The tide turning, the doors opening, things beginning to unlock in your favor, things stabilizing finally. You finally started to drop your shoulders just a little, and then something hit. The other shoe dropped, and now you're suffocating a little bit, asking yourself, what's the point? Should I keep going? Should I let go of this dream entirely? And for others, the abundance is actually landing. It's tangible. You can start to breathe easier, but now a different kind of fear is surfacing. And it's kind of like that, can I keep it? Can I hold it? Can I maintain it? Can I grow it type of fear? And that fear, the fear of losing of what you finally found or finally got, that's its own kind of challenge this week, okay? So either way, whichever side of this you're standing on, your relationship to abundance, your belief in it, your ability to receive it, that is what's under examination this week. Now, lastly, cowrie shells are also telling us now is still a genuinely good time. Projects completing, seeds coming to harvest, creativity flowing, rewards arriving, from work already done, opportunities opening. Even through the challenge of this week, the abundance is real. It's just that how you see it, how you perceive it and receive it is being tested, because sometimes we don't recognize what is abundant until it's threatened, and then sometimes our vision of abundance is just too small. So if you're only looking at material things, you're going to miss everything else that's trying to reach you. Okay, next up we've got, I am solution oriented. I see problems as new opportunities to expand to new horizons. There's a whole paragraph here. I'm going to take a snapshot of this and put it somewhere on the screen for you. Okay, it might come into focus. I don't know. The lighting is blech. Anyways, this card seems to piggyback directly off of the first one, because the question is asking, now that your belief in abundance is challenged, now that the rug has potentially been pulled from underneath you, now that the ground is shakier than it was, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to sit and wallow with your thumb in your mouth? Or are you going to try to find a different door to unlock, a different window to crawl through, a different route to take? Are you going to see your way around, through, or over the obstacle? Or are you going to be a victim of life's circumstances? Are you going to fight for yourself, for your dreams, for your peace, for your health, your liberation, your evolution, whatever it was that started you on this path in the first place? Now, sincerely speaking here, I know how hard it is. I know what it's like when life just keeps lifing, when you take hit after hit, with every attempt you make towards yourself blows up in your face and pulls you back, when things start to feel safe and stable and you finally start to drop those shoulders and then the rug gets ripped from underneath you. I know how hard it is in those moments to be solution oriented, to muster the strength to take another step, to keep breathing into your own body when it feels like life is being sucked out of you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you to only focus on positivity. That would make me a hypocrite. It's not always positive, and sometimes you generally cannot see a solution because the weight is just too overwhelming. Too many things on the plate piling up simultaneously. So what I will say instead is, if you are someone who is literally just had your world flipped upside down or sideways, take a minute, take a beat, take a day or two, wallow if you need to, cry, scream, go to a rage room, axe throwing, archery, go hit some golf balls at a driving range with everything that you've got. Go for a hike, go for a swim, get your body moving, because movement allows your thoughts to come in clearer. It grounds you. And in that moment, solutions sometimes surface on its own. But either way, please don't give up on yourself. Don't lay down forever, feel it, and then do something, because the solutions are sometimes in the tears, in the movement, in the moment when you stop trying to think your way out of what just, think your way out and just let your energy move through you, okay? Now, we live in a reality where some people do have it easy and some don't. For some, hard times come in waves, in and out, and then there's others whose lives feel like a freaking tsunami, hit after hit after hit, and they get to a point where they either lay down and let the chaos take them, or despite everything, they keep taking a breath, as much air as they can take in, keeping one foot moving even when the legs are shaky and the ground feels like it is dissolving beneath them, holding onto the hope that there is an easier step ahead, a deeper breath on the horizon. I see you. This is for you. Don't stop breathing. Don't stop taking that step. I'm rooting for you. Okay, we had a moment. The energy center is solar plexus this week, and the card says joy. Now, after the weight of the first two cards, joy showing up here is a little funny. So what I'm getting here is just don't lose your spark, okay? Don't lose your light. Don't let the weight of the challenges, the frustrations, the fear, the anger, and I know some of you are in your spicy energy right now with Saturn retrograding in Aries. Don't let any of it take the steering wheel. Don't let it rob you of your smile, your laughter, your song, because right now is actually the time to deepen your connection to your joy, to protect it, to tend to it like the sacred thing that it actually is, okay? And here's the thing about this Lionsgate portal peaking this week. This is a window for manifestations, and you cannot manifest from depletion. You can't really call in abundance from a frequency of scarcity and despair. Joy is not a luxury. It is a part of your alignment strategy, okay? Now, if you are somebody who is riding the high right now, who is in your flow and in your light, shine it, celebrate it. Don't be quiet about your wins. The people who truly love you, even those walking through their own pile of shit right now, they can look at you in your light and feel hope. Your abundance gives someone else a glimpse of what's possible. So shine loudly, unapologetically, but don't be arrogant about that, okay? And then for those of you that are in the thick of it, look towards the ones who are in their light. Not to compare, okay? Not to siphon, but to let it awaken the spark in you that hasn't fully gone out. It's still in there, even if you can't feel it right now. So ask yourself, what could I do right now, whenever or wherever I am, however I feel, to just invite a little bit more happiness into this moment? It doesn't have to be a grand gesture or a grand thing. It could be an hour at a time, a minute at a time, if that's all that you can muster. Take it that small, okay? And then also detach from how you think the abundance has to look. Have the vision, yes, but let go of the exact form it needs to take, because the vision you're holding is rarely as small as what the universe actually has planned for you. So leave room for it to be better than you've imagined. Leave room for the joy to arrive in ways you weren't even looking for, okay? Now, how we hold all of this together is recluse, okay? So this is not about isolating. This is not about running away. It's not about weakness. This is kind of like a deliberate, intentional retreat to restore yourself. There are times when you need to pull the plug on the noise, the demands, the constant hum of the external world, and just come back to yourself. This is one of those times, especially this week, especially inside the Lion's Gate window, where the invitation is to go inward and set intentions from a place of genuine alignment rather than performed positivity, right? There's an emotional layer to this card this week. This isn't just an energetic invitation to protect your energy and refuel. This is your body asking for a moment to reprieve so it can keep fighting for itself, for the life it wants, for the heart to beat for a minute without anxiety pressing down on it, without overwhelm, without suffocating. A lot is happening in the cosmos right now, and a lot has been happening all year, and a lot of us are feeling a shift in the collective field that we can sense but not always name. Things that should be settling feel harder, or things are moving so fast that even the good things feel chaotic. That creates its own kind of overwhelm, and sometimes the most radical thing you can do is just stop and feel and let the body catch up. So this week, especially around the Lionsgate peak on August 8th, retreat if you need to. Create space, sit in stillness, light a candle, do meditation, set an intention, not from your head, but from your heart. Let what needs to surface, and then let what needs to release, okay? Because what's coming on August 12th, that total solar eclipse in Leo, is a threshold. The first eclipse in a brand new nodal axis. A door is about to open that hasn't been open in nearly 2 decades. And you want to cross that threshold rested, clear, and present as possible. So take a moment now, rest the body, rest the mind, rest the heart, feed the soul, and prepare for what's coming, okay? Now, that is your energy for the week of August 2nd through August 8th. Now, remember, August 8th, the Lionsgate peaks. So if you do nothing else this week, again, just take a moment on that day, set one clear intention from your heart, write it down, speak it out loud, do a little dance, and then trust it to the universe, okay? And then prepare yourselves, because that total solar eclipse in Leo arrives the 12th, like I said, multiple times already, the first eclipse of the new Aquarius Leo nodal axis, a threshold unlike anything we've experienced in nearly 2 decades. We'll get into that next week, but start asking yourself now, what do I want to be seen for? What am I ready to step fully into? Because the eclipse doesn't just open doors, it illuminates who you actually are when you walk through them, okay? Now, if you would please drop into the comments, what is one thing, even in the middle of everything hard, that still brings you joy? I want to hear it, even if it's the smallest thing. Share your joy with me, and I will share mine with you. I gotta do the same thing, I gotta find it. Now, shout out to my new and returning subbies. Hey, y'all. And if you're new, like brand spanking new here, welcome. Nice to make your acquaintance. We are inside one of the most significant cosmic windows of the year. So hit subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. And if you know someone in your life that is taking shallow breaths and wobbly steps right now and needs to know someone sees them, send this to them, that might be everything today. Until next week, take care of that beautiful energy of yours, and I will see you soon.